Whoopsies!
Is it on?
Yeah, it is. We made a whoopsie, so here we are, part 2.
Here we are, part 2.
That was Hollow Knight edition. This is Mario Kart edition.
Yeah, it actually kind of makes more sense to divide it.
Yeah.
Anyways, here we are, second edition.
Part 2. I guess you can call it same night, same time.
Same time, same night.
We didn't mean to stop it, by the way, but we're going to say we did mean to stop it.
Yeah, just so we don't feel like idiots.
That's hard to do.
Granted, we didn't do anything wrong because we actually didn't stop it.
But we're going to say if we did stop it so that we feel better about ourselves.
Because we didn't think we needed to divide it, but it actually makes more sense to divide it anyway.
See, we're smart. We're smart people, right?
See, we have brains.
Do we though?
Small ones at that.
This one might be, the last one was like 24 minutes or something. So this one's probably going to be around the same length, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
You want to set up a room?
Hmm? Oh yeah, I'm already setting one up.
You want to play Renegade?
We can do that.
I'm not really I enjoy racing, but I do prefer battle mode at this point. I don't know if that's a sin or not, but it doesn't matter because hell is fake, so is heaven, and so is God, and Satan by that measure. Is this a controversial statement to say that Satanism is just another part of Christianity?
No, it's...
Well, when you think about it, it is.
Well, yeah, it is. So I'm gonna ask the same question I've already asked you before, but I want to ask it on stream so I can tell the experience.
Okay.
What's the worst pain you've ever felt?
I can't think of anything.
Something painful, just anything painful.
Well, something was painful today. So, me and a few of my friends, being Wario Bros, which is Luca, my friend Max, my sister Jory, and my other friend Tennille, we were hanging out, right?
Nice. Now that our viewers know their names, we can trace their IPs.
Yeah, we can. So we were
No,
hanging out.
don't do that. That's illegal.
Also, I gave no last names.
Well, it's not illegal to trace IPs, but finding them and doing something to them.
Don't do anything else after that. Have you set up a room?
Don't do it to us or them.
Technically, we know. I don't know if they know your last name.
I mean, you can do it to me because I'm fine with dying.
Yeah.
I want to know what it's like to die. So.
That's my thing. It's like, I want to know what is death.
What is?
What happens when you die? That's just what I want to know.
I'm just going to go into my favorite game world after I die. I'll become the knight.
No. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go, why is my internet not working today? Do you want to work?
Your internet shit itself again.
It's not connecting to the network device. Why aren't you doing that for me?
Because it knows your anus is quite red.
And so what we're doing was, so Tennille had like an exercise jump rope type thing, and that was her weapon because we were fake battling. She hit me in the ear.
So like you weren't doing the real battles we've done?
No, yeah, it was one of those.
Oh, well, guys, if you didn't know, we do duels. I'm not even joking.
We did do it. He didn't get to do one really. Have you been able to really do one?
Yeah, we did one.
Then we tried
It
starting.
was the second round that we were not able to do.
Yeah. And by the way, we did lose. You know that bamboo stick Tennille was using?
Yeah.
That's gone. Only a tiny fragment of it still exists.
Oh no. Hold on, I shall return. I gotta renew my Switch Online.
Alright, see you then. You like jazz, just... Okay, let's talk about cheese, because that seems to be a recurring theme within me, Luca, and Braden's YouTube channels. I gotta do something. And it's just weird. Why is it cheese? It's just cheese. And I love cheese as much as the next guy, right? Really do like cheese. But it's like, it's just cheese.
Okay, so we're going on a journey because I'm going outside to go grab something.
Okay.
So you podcast listeners / watchers are coming outside with me.
All right now.
We are outside.
I don't get to see this.
I gotta grab keys. Gotta grab the keys.
Grab the keys.
Open my garage.
He's opening the garage, people.
By the way, my address.
I got a map of Hollow Nest now.
Okay, so we're outside. It's pretty scary.
I get scary.
I'm probably gonna get raped and die.
I hope you don't.
If I do, I'll tell you what death's like if I'm a ghost.
Okay. That does make sense.
I'll know if I'm a ghost because I'll wake up in the abyss. That's a Hollow Knight reference.
That is a Hollow Knight reference.
If you don't get it, you die.
Somebody decided to make a world map of just Cornifer's early sketches.
I'll return.
Who would use this? Who is the... You know what? I'm going to use the worst version of the maps. What? Who thought this was a good idea? People are crazy. I don't get people. It does make sense how you can get from fungal waste over to Fog Canyon over to Green Pip. That makes a lot of sense actually now that you think about it. And I hate that it makes sense. So, I'm all alone and he is muted right now. So we're stuck here together. So, how is everybody? Second. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, all of you who, aren't watching, or maybe who knows, maybe people are watching, but I don't know where he went, so we're sitting here together, and I want to talk about, so we can just sit here. I'm looking through the Hollow Knight wiki right now. It's actually pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff. A lot of really cool stuff. And just cool stuff overall, and I'm talking to nobody.
I am back, and with the rape popsicle.
I talked to nobody for quite a bit.
Don't ask me what a rape popsicle is, because I don't know either.
I easily could have went into Fog Canyon and grabbed the map.
Are you back on Hollow Knight?
No, I'm just looking at the map.
Oh.
Like, if you run from Queen Station, you go up, you take a turn, and you go up.
Anyways, here we go, guys.
That's just interesting. I was just looking through the Hollow Knight wiki. It's a really cool wiki.
Creating a room.
I don't know if it's gonna work for me. Cause nothing's like my internet's being bad.
Well, if it doesn't work, we can do it tomorrow.
He is sub to SBL. No.
Or just don't.
Right.
Okay, I got it set up.
Alright.
So we're playing the best one, Renegade Roundup,
Alright.
on only 2 maps.
The only good maps. My internet is finally back up and running.
Nice.
It's actually gonna let me have fun. It never lets me do.
How many rounds?
How many can you do?
24?
Let's do 24 then. You want to do 12?
We can do 12.
Let's do 12.
Here we go. Dude, almost every Koopaling is on the enemy team.
Okay, when we're done with this match, I gotta do something real quick. Like this.
I don't know what the chances are, but okay, woohoo.
When we're done with this first round right here with Woohoo, I gotta do something real fast.
What's that?
You guys gotta write down. I keep track of how many steps I have a day. I'm gonna write that down.
Huh.
And the thing goes off at 12. Wait, the entire team is just Koopalings.
I told you.
How does that happen? Larry, Iggy, Wario, Ludwig, Wendy, and Bowser Jr. We have
Dude,
Boo.
Lemmy is great. He was on our team before.
He's pretty good. Okay, so we're Renegades and we're in Woohoo.
So if you guys don't know how we do Renegade, we have strategies for the 2 maps we play the most often, which is Luigi's Mansion and Woohoo Town. But we also keep track of who the best on our team are.
I have not played Mario Kart in a while, so this round's gonna be my introduction again. I have not played since.
I'd keep an eye on Lemmy because we've had him before. Crap, they got me.
Let's talk about how great Elderbug is. Elderbug is great.
While I'm in prison.
Elderbug is great. He's the best, you know, and it's just he's the best.
It is undeniable that Elderbug and Quirrell are the best NPCs in the game.
And then there's that minor girl. What's her name? Mila. She's the next best, okay?
I got captured again.
Alright, you at top?
Yeah.
Cause that's where I'm headed. Oh, banana. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay, who's doing really well right now? Can you tell anyone specifically?
No, we'll have to tell at the beginning of next round.
Oh, dude, I got the best item in the
Go
game.
for bottom if I can.
Dude, I got the best item in the game.
Ah, damn it.
Dude, I used it, but it didn't work. It didn't hit the guy who's already really close to me.
Well, now we gotta keep our eyes on Lemmy, because this is his proving. Okay, Lemmy's good. Because
There's also
he's
Inkling
the only
Boy.
one left on the team.
Come on, let me.
He's a survivor.
Don't you dare go up and hit top. See, the AI does this sometimes. It goes up and hits the one that has least.
No, he's doing the flanking maneuver that he used to do.
Oh yeah, he is. See, we make connections.
So sometimes they'll do a flanking maneuver, which almost always will work.
No, he's going back up, dude.
Damn, he's flanking good.
I think he should hit up since he's so close, and then race back down.
Oh, he's got a star.
He's got Link as well, right? Inkling Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemmy's coming down. He's got Star. Okay, we should be able to see him soon.
It's gonna win nonetheless.
No, we don't know that, dude. Oh my god. Booyah! Oh my god, there was like 3 people right there coming at me. Wario did well.
Okay, so how'd Lemmy do? We need to prove things.
Lemmy did 7, and then next was me who did 2.
Okay, nice.
So Lemmy's good, but I think it's just because he had to be good in the end.
And we had him before. So he's kind of proving himself
Okay,
back.
1 second. I gotta get out my thing. Can you hold the team for like 5 seconds? Okay, thank you.
I mean, hey, we are tops, so.
You need to hold the team for like 5 seconds. I have a lot of pages. Okay. Okay. The strategy for Luigi is basically...
you gotta have a gutter.
You gotta have a gutter.
If you're going down the stairs, which they will always come up, the AI will always come up, you gotta have a gutter.
I'm almost done.
If you don't have a gutter, it won't work.
It will not work.
And if you have to try to catch everybody up top in the main room.
8,
Because if you don't catch everybody up top,
11,
it's gonna be
57.
disorganized, and you have to defend 2 locations.
Alright, dude, I'm coming in.
We've done it several times before, but it's just easier for someone to just sit up top the entire game. Like
Okay,
what
I miss
I'll
Larry.
do is commonly me. It's almost always me, but I'll just sit on the top, right
I'm
on
after
where
Larry.
the key is,
Where'd Larry
like
go?
right on where they'd have to hit the little button, and I'll just sit there and wait for them.
I missed him.
Now I can't always hit them.
I missed
In
Iggy,
that
so he might be coming your
case-
way, by the way.
It goes horribly.
Iggy.
I see
You gotta get down and watch, because Iggy, we lost Iggy.
No, he's right there.
Oh.
We got him.
That's...
Okay, let me save those, because he was heading
Oh, dude, I didn't
straight
get to do much this round, because I had to do my thing.
for it. Lemmy's pretty good.
Lemmy is always good, though.
Every time we get him, he seems to prove himself well, so.
Yeah. So that was sort of like that was an okay round because I wasn't there. I'm gonna slap on my watch. It was charging. Elderbug is the greatest character of all time.
Oh yeah, let's get back to Elderbug and the NPCs.
Elderbug is way better than every other NPC by far, but then there's Squirrel.
And if you don't love Coral, I don't love you.
I love Coral.
Now, I mean, love you in a non-relationship way, I mean.
Friendship, which is a relationship, but I get what you mean by that.
Not a romantic relationship.
Not romantic or sexual, which is a legal relationship. Are there any other types
on
of...
the topic of that, trans rights.
What?
I just decided to say trans rights, because, yeah.
They're good.
Damn, Top is gonna ask them.
Yeah. Quagsire says trans rights.
If Quagsire can accept trans rights, you can too.
And yes, that is a Mayro meme.
If you don't know who Mayro is,
No one likes
well,
it.
you either haven't played Super Mayro Bros. I mean, I'm sorry, Super Mayro Bros.
Mayro's YouTube channel is amazing.
You remember when we played Super Mayro Bros?
Pretty sure. Dude, Top is getting decimated there. For a second.
You remember when we figured out the trick of how to beat it?
No, yeah, I remember playing that game. It was end of what? 5th grade?
Yeah, it was always me who played it.
Yeah. Remember how we...
Let's tell some stories of like recess and stuff.
Yeah, we always talk school. We played the Impossible Quiz. You remember that?
We played that a lot.
We got pretty far. We got to like the 86th or something question.
Yeah, we were very close.
I was playing it somewhat
Granted,
recently.
it was only for the span of recess, so that's even more impressive.
But that game is just repetition.
You gotta remember it.
There's certain things, like everyone knows the answer to the first question. 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
I think it's 4.
Isn't it how many holes are in a polo shirt?
Yeah.
How many is it? It's 4, right?
Yeah.
But no. 2 sleeves and then 1 bottom. Man, the bottom 3, including you, did not do much that round.
I was kind of just running.
That's all you need to do.
Anyways, I remember when we would play this Battle Royale game called Zoms.io, I think it was.
Zoms. I love Zoms.
It was fun.
It was good.
Oh, let's tell the Discord stories where we would use Discord during class.
So, okay, let's explain it first. So we got to use
So we
computers.
have a fictional company called Comics Inc.
It's a real
I'm
company.
using Wix with me and my buddy Jason to
And me.
create a
That was it.
website for it. And since we wanted to organize that website and have each other talking when we weren't sitting next to each other, like at recess or something, we, since I knew about Discord, I used Discord. And we kind of hit that off. So when we started using Discord to organize the website and get everything done, it just became a normal occurrence for us to talk normally on Discord.
And during class, instead of doing our Ready and Lexia, we would just talk on Discord.
Well, we would still do it just to hide it, but...
Yeah, but most of the time we'd be talking on Discord.
If you were in our friend circle, you knew about our Discord and you joined it.
And now we use Discord way too much. Like,
I mean, we kind of have to communicate.
It's the only means of communication. For me.
So anyways, when we would use it, we had a few different servers, and most of the time we would either talk about doing the website, just normal crap, and I can invite, if you guys join Bowser Attacks Discord, which is on his channel and on his Twitter, you can join all the old ones, because we'll invite you.
Yeah, I need
and you can just see how the conversation...
Can you invite me to Dream Team and stuff again?
I can't, if you want me to.
I want to be, like, you know, because there's so many, the Soviet Union server. So many good servers.
So let's talk about each one. So we have Comics Inc., which was one of the originals.
Which we're all on still. I was recently reinvited.
Which was for mostly talking about the website. That's what it started off as.
But like all of our servers goes to hell.
Well, it didn't really go to hell because
Not really.
we hadn't started doing all the bull crap that we do nowadays on Discord.
Yeah.
So anyways, Comics Inc. was a pretty normal one. Then there was Pokemon, which was the one we used the most.
Now we don't.
And on Pokemon, we would share a lot of gifts. We would just talk normally.
Yeah.
They were pretty normal conversations. Sometimes we would talk about, like, the Pokemon game that we would play outside at recess. And, like, figure out what we were doing that day. But it was good. It was fun.
It's a good server.
TDD, also known as the Dream Team, was very interesting because we didn't use it too often.
That's the one I remember, like, the most, I feel.
I feel like you should remember Pokemon more, though, because we shared a lot of gifts. We talked on that one the most.
I do remember a lot of Pokemon, but the second one I remember is Dream Team, just because I feel like I was on that one a lot.
And then me, Jason, and Auden or Bowser started what is now known as the Meme Team, and we called it that in the beginning, but you know, it didn't really grow into the Meme Team it is today until months ago.
Back at the beginning of school, actually. Bit after the beginning of school, the Meme Team forms. You cannot join the Meme Team.
Yeah, you have to be, like, actual friends with us to be part
You have to be actual, like, really close friends. There's 10 members of the Meme Team, I think. But, like, 1 or 2 of them isn't real. Like, there's me,
like,
you...
real members, because they were kind of inducted by people we didn't...
Like, Kaden...
They were inducted by Meme Team members, and we didn't know them at all. So it was kind of weird. We have, like, non-inducted members of the Meme Team.
Yeah.
And then we have normally inducted members like me, Auden, Jason.
Is Jason part of it? I guess he is.
Yeah, he was in the very beginning.
Just don't really think about that, because I don't have any classes with him.
I had history and
We lost,
one
by the
other,
way.
I think.
We lost. Oh, dude, Luca is in 6B, by the way.
Really?
He has Higgins for first period. No.
Oh, that's rad.
Oops. I clicked the wrong one. Okay, we have to hope. Most of the time this does work.
Yes, thank God.
Thank God, because it's Urchin Underpass, which isn't that good. See, do you see this?
Thank King.
Do you see this? How there's just one blue one in the middle of the red ones?
Yeah.
I hate this so much. Okay.
There's one red one in the middle of the blue.
Oh, you know how much I hate just small shit like that sometimes.
Okay, we want a gutter.
Oh, I can try to
You
gutter.
go to your right from where you are.
I think I'm going the right way.
Are you following Drive Bones?
Yeah, I only caught Wario. Iggy escaped.
Iggy had a star.
Oh yeah, that's how he escaped.
Oh, let's talk about them rubber banding with stars and bullcrap.
Okay, so Renegade.
If you don't know what rubber banding is, it's kind of the difficulty that determines the bots, or CPU, if you know them as either one.
Yeah.
But they will get stars and horns at the same time on here on Renegade so many times that it's absurd.
What they'll do is like they'll save up super horns so when they're driving in to take the thing, what's it called?
The jail, to free them from the jail.
They'll just use the super horn.
They'll save them for right then so we can't hit them.
I mean, even
Which,
me,
granted, is a very real and very good strategy.
even me and you are doing it now.
I mean, I've always done it nonetheless. But now that they do it more frequently.
I do it more often now, I feel.
Same here. I do it more often, but it's still just a matter of time.
I see Wario. Oh, Wario had Fire Flower.
Is there any classic Discord server that I didn't cover?
Soviet Union.
Yeah, kind of.
That's
We
a
use that
semi-early one, I feel.
But, 5th grade was interesting year.
Yeah. It was before I had to get rid of my email, which is why the channel is dead. Well, yeah, we're gonna lose. Actually, there was that one clip in which we were so gonna lose. We all thought, oh, we were so close.
That was close, too.
It's like that one clip where it's like there's two people left and then they both died at the exact same time.
I think I tweeted that.
I saved it.
If I haven't, I need to tweet that.
You need to tweet that clip. That's such a good clip.
Anyways, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, recess. 5th grade recess. Very interesting time.
Very interesting time.
So, what's a good one that you remember?
Dylan.
I think we discussed that, but
I think we did, but it's just one of those experiences where you just...
we'll revisit it.
A kid basically tried to murder.
So there was this kid, Chris. We're just calling him Chris. And Chris was not very well liked by Dylan, which is his name, but we're not going to say last name.
I don't remember his last name in general, so...
I don't think he ever told anybody.
I think I heard once or something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for the story.
But me and him, we were good because we both liked Pokemon and we would play cards.
I didn't talk to him much, necessarily.
He gave me some rare 90s cards from the original decks.
I only talked to him like a few times.
And he showed me his ancient Mew.
Zeros across the board.
So anyways, he had an ancient Mew card, which is cool.
Yeah, okay, let's get into the story.
And so me and him, we were good. Auden and him,
Like, we didn't hate each other.
but
It didn't
he
interact much.
hated Chris with a passion.
Uh-huh.
Like, him and Chris were friends sometimes, but Chris was known for faking injuries at recess.
Oh, that's another story we had to go into. He would just fake. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it
we'll
hurt.
do that. We'll do that after this.
And he'd be
But
crying to
because
people
that's
about
the
it.
cause, we needed to tell that anyways. So Chris would fake his injuries, and usually it was to get out of games and stuff because he would lose.
And he would just...
And we would always call bullshit on it.
And he was also just not
He would
very
always
good at games
lie.
like that.
So eventually, since Dylan took these games very seriously, like all of us, we took these very seriously because we really got into it. Like, it got intense.
They would get intense.
Anyways, the tension was so thick you could cut it with a butter knife.
Yeah.
That's how thick the atmosphere and tension is.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the story.
Anyways, so occasionally he would get very mad at us for doing this. But eventually, all that pent-up anger that he had and hadn't released it like he usually would, eventually boiled up into where he decided, alright, well, I'm tired of him and his stupid faking of injuries. So let's put it in. So he basically wanted to fight him.
Yes, that was his goal.
He really wanted to fight him.
But yeah,
Now, how this went was we decided to protect Chris because, we're not going to let anybody fight each other. It's just petty and stupid.
If it was like...
That got even more intense.
There was like a solid...
You remember how intense that was.
There was like a solid 3 or 4 days where all we did at recess was just protect this dude. And granted, right, Chris had something coming for his...
But I don't think it was worth a fight. I think it was probably worth an argument.
An argument, right? But, like, he had his faking of injuries, never actually listening to, what, the game, like... I don't know if this...
He would make up rules in the middle of games, and we would call bullshit on it.
We called bullshit on
it's my game, so I can make rules. And we would always go, no, you didn't invent tag. And he would go, well, I invented this version of tag.
No, you cannot invert a new version of tag. I'm pretty sure that's impossible at this point.
It was very petty of him to
It's
do
like,
all that.
oh, I don't know if this was as much, because 5th grade, but I know it happened in 6th grade a few times, right? He would just, we would be doing something, right? Playing like zombies or whatever.
Oh, I remember the zombies games. Jesus.
And
We need to tell that story and the faking of injury.
Yeah, because those are the 2 things that led Dylan off the wall crazy.
So anyways, back to Dylan. Dylan, for a solid 3 or 4 days, wanted to fight the crap out of Chris, and we would defend him. But, when this all was occurring, Chris would just stay behind our little wall, and we had literal operation names and, like, areas that we would go to.
Because at this point, Dylan was just chasing. It wasn't as much like running around.
He wouldn't find us sometimes.
It wasn't running around. It was basically Dylan was menacing and just slowly walking.
It was very menacing.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not even saying that in a joking way. It was actually quite horrifying.
It was scary. It was just like...
And what he would do is he would come up and, try and fight him and back up and form a little wall. And nobody ever thought they thought that we were just playing the game. And we went to the teachers several times. Like, Chris went to the teachers. But you know how teachers are, so they didn't give a shit.
And at this point, like, you could just tell Dylan was so pissed. And then again, I do agree that Chris did have some shit coming to him. Like an argument, I do agree that it would just be an argument.
Like, an argument would be fun.
Like, I mean, we would just let him argue. But if it started to escalate, we would move in. Just no.
But, it just really was intense. It got crazy.
And it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, haha, no you won't.
No, he definitely did want to fight him.
Like, if Dylan got the chance, he would probably get him to the ground and just start taking punches. And yet again, Dylan would win the fight.
And Dylan wasn't a bad kid either.
No, not necessarily. It's just, if Dylan had gotten the chance to fight Chris, Dylan would have won.
Definitely seized the moment.
And however you win...
So now we're going to talk about what led up to that.
That was the big finale.
With injuries, and we can combine this with the zombie stories. So there was a game that we would play called Zombies.
Which was just
And
infection.
it was basically just tag or infected, but you would stay infected.
Yeah.
And when you tag somebody else, they would stay infected too.
Yes. That's the game. So...
Now we did that quite a lot, and we would sometimes do it on like super rainy days, and that was the most fun because it would be all cloudy and dark, and we'd be dumping around.
Yeah.
And I remember when we played police on like a very rainy day. I remember that. I remember we played police several times.
Uh-huh.
And so zombies, that was one of the games that he would fake the most.
Zombies was...
Because the first... You can continue.
Well, it feels like Zombies, that game, which had all the things where they were just... nope, that's not his name. That's Chris.
That's just another name we came up with for him.
That's another name. Yeah, because I was planning to tell this story at this Koopacast. I wanted to talk about it. So, Chris, right? Zombies was the thing that led Dylan to do what he did, right? Because, or tried to do it.
It was also the game that Chris would commonly say that he created most of the things for and would always talk about it. And I am an avid Call of Duty player. Now, if you know anything about Call of Duty or several other FPS games, you will know that there's a game mode that is Infected. And Infected is where the survivors fight off against one guy, or once other people get infected, several. And they have knives and throwing knives and other stuff like that, and they will come and try and kill you.
It's a timeless game.
That's pretty much where Infection came from, is FPS games.
Yeah.
Now, one thing about Chris is that he would always say he created stuff, and I would always tell him, no, it came from usually FPS games. And I know it was there before,
but we're using that as a basis, because that's a pretty recent basis.
Anyways, after that, he would always try and defend himself, and every time he was about to lose, like everybody would infect him, everybody was about to infect him, he would fake fall or trip, or somebody would push him, and he would act like it was a super hard push and slam himself against a tree or something.
Or just
then
on
he
the
would take
ground.
it and go to a teacher and then go get some ice or something.
Yep, every time.
Now, every time this happened, there was one time where me and Auden actually escorted him down to the nurse.
I remember that.
And that one time was the one time he pretty much got a real injury and he had to get an ice pack and some other stuff. And I remember that very clearly because the nurse, not the teacher, the nurse went, "Who are you?" And we were like, yeah, we're here to escort him. I just love that moment.
And again, I'm sure at a certain point, the nurse was like, "Oh, you again."
But anyways, so Zombies he would always fake. He would sometimes fake when we would play police.
Or just any game that he was about to lose in.
Usually it was Zombies, police, or tag.
Yeah.
Because we played tag quite often too.
Yeah, we did.
That was a favorite of ours.
The basic recess games.
But he would always fake injuries.
Yeah.
What was the other story we wanted to tell? I already said
he would just change rules. Like, he's about to lose, right? And so he would make up a new rule.
That, whenever there was no tag backs. Now, usually that one was already applied. But sometimes when we were about to tag him back, he'd go, "Wait, guys, there's no tag backs." And we would all call bullshit. And he would get all pissy and say, "Oh, but I put that in the beginning." But no, you fucking didn't, because we have a hearing.
Because he, again, it's a basic rule, but you don't have to apply it.
Exactly.
So if you're going to apply it, apply it.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, I call bullshit.
And we would always call bullshit.
But yet again, then, so he basically, what Chris's plan to do would just be to, when he's about to lose and say infection, he will fake an injury or change the rules so that he cannot lose.
So what would usually happen? Woohoo. Oh, crap.
We still have a chance.
Anyways, he would just do that. But,
And then, yeah, we got woohoo. And basically what would happen would be, dang it, we have Pink Gold Peach. We're going against Pink Gold Peach. Wait, what do we call her? What do we call that one match?
PGP.
No, we had they like the bitch. Hornet. I just call Hornet the bitch at this point.
Oh, the bronze bitch.
Oh, yeah, the bronze bitch. Let's call her that. And the thing with like the stories about Chris is all the zombie stuff and all the other games led up to those days where we had to defend him from Dylan. And those are just some of those.
Another thing is, oh God, what is... I was about to talk about that before the last round, didn't it?
Alright, what?
I'm trying to remember.
Like, it's just all those. Well, you're talking. I'm gonna talk about. When you think I'm talking about this. So all of that led up to Dylan going haywire, trying to get him. And those are just some of those memories I have. Like, oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a Storytime animator, I could make like an entire 10-part series on those events.
Oh, I figured out what we were about to talk about.
All right, let's talk about it then.
It's something that we both deeply hated, and everybody at the school pretty much deeply hated. And it was, there's two things.
All right, go.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about was, what are they called? Where you go into the auditorium or the gym and they...
Lecture you?
Like in the middle of the school day.
Like a assembly or whatever?
Oh yeah, an assembly. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are just boring.
Assemblies usually would suck. But me and Bowser would always appreciate them nonetheless because it got us out of class.
Yes. And normally we would try to sit together, so that'd just be a plus.
And we could.
Yeah.
But anyways, there were several assemblies that we hated. One of them was this one where they did a bunch of Baby Shark shit for like math or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember Baby Shark. I don't remember what it was for, but I remember Baby Shark.
And it was so loud and stupid.
And it's Baby Shark.
Now, another one was Apex Fun Run.
Oh, yeah, Apex Fun Run.
Which was not fun.
I mean, you ran.
I mean, yeah, you ran, but it was very horrible for someone who has asthma, which was me.
I think if someone had epilepsy, I don't think they were probably allowed in.
Why epilepsy?
I don't know, it's just something I'm thinking, like, I mean, I'm sure there was, I don't know. But the later it gets, the more shit I say that you don't need to just, when I start saying stuff, just stop listening.
Anyways, I remember one year an ambulance had to get called. Some kid had an asthma attack.
Speaking of asthma attacks, there was actually, so at the school I was at, before I went to the school we're talking about, so I won't give names, we would run, like in PE, you would go out, there was a big old like bus loop, and you could go out and just run on it every day during PE, right? When we went to PE.
The fitness gram pacer test.
And there was one time where a kid just had an asthma attack on the side. Sort of like, I mean, that, I don't think I even, like, knew, it was years and years ago. I was, like, 5 years ago, maybe 3 or 4. I just remember that. I don't even remember anything else about the kid.
So anyways, Apex Fun Run, the hate began because I hated it, and I told him everything about it, and he began to hate it because I had told him.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I hated it for valid reasons.
Are my tilt controls on?
Now, the first thing was that they just gave BS prizes.
Yeah, it was just plastic shit.
And the way we can prove that is I have a dissected Apex Fun Run watch. My friend gave me his watch. He had destroyed it. He had destroyed the outer casing. And he gave me the little clock inside so I could fuck around with it.
Because why not?
Because I am the same person who was on a team that created a car that was powered by magnetism, and I'll tell you guys that story later.
That sounds fun.
Podcast. On this one, because I'm sure you want to hear it.
You have never told me this story. We've been friends for how many years? We're still coming up with stories to talk about?
So anyways, when this happened, we absolutely despised Fun Run.
Yeah, boring.
Now, one of the reasons why was the bullcrap prizes, and that dissected watch proves it. And it's just a bunch of freaking stupid circuitry.
Yeah. I think you've shown
Now,
me.
let me talk about this because you probably wouldn't understand. But it was about 2 different wires. One of them was for electricity. One of them was for something else. But I don't know. One of them... But they both had conductors like copper and everything. So I would take those out. And the battery is still in there. And you know, watch batteries are tiny.
I know that.
So anyways, I took it apart. And now I still have it. It doesn't work. I can move the hands on my own. I can manipulate the hands. But it was so crappy. If you took one wire off, it wouldn't work. And if you even bonked the thing wrong, it didn't work either.
Yeah, just garbage plastic prizes.
And then all the other prizes were horrible too.
They're cheap.
They were cheap, they were dollar store prizes, and we knew they were because I had seen some of the prizes at a dollar store before, just reskinned.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They had reskinned them into Apex Fun Run crap.
Yeah.
And anyways, the prizes were so crappy, the assemblies were horrible, because they were so loud, they were so irritating.
It's just like not... If you're gonna have an assembly, at least do something smart with it.
I mean, at least we got to get out of class, but it was still so annoying.
Only benefit of it.
And every single morning, an Apex Fun Run guy would come in and he would talk about what we were doing for the day and what prizes we would get, and he would deliver the prizes.
Which, you know, just plastic from the dollar store.
And it was so boring in the morning. I'm sure you remember the morning shit that they would do.
Yeah, I just bombed myself.
Anyways, what happened is they would come in, distribute the prizes. I had a friend who was really into Apex Fun Run who lived in my neighborhood. He moved away, but he was really into it. We'll call him Mass.
Mass.
So Mass was very into it, and he was like, dude, why don't you like it? And he had a bunch of stuff that was Apex Fun Run. And I was like, it's just horrible. I showed him all the plastic bull crap. And you know, I think I kind of swayed his opinion. Bless you.
I could get it. If you enjoy running, it'd probably be a bit more fun.
But nobody enjoys that. I don't enjoy it.
I don't personally just want to go out for a run ever.
Anyways, what was the other thing we wanted to talk about?
I can't remember.
Because there was another thing about, like, after Apex Fun Run that we wanted to talk about.
I don't remember.
Oh, the magnetic car!
Magnetic car. Talk about magnetic car.
So, I'm going to go on a little tangent about this. So, in 4th grade, we were assigned a project. And by we, I mean me. So, me and my team, because it was a 3-person team with a bunch of friends that I knew. And by a bunch, I mean 2 friends that I knew.
Yep.
And our team we all had little Hot Wheels cars that we would use for a little thing known as STEM Night.
Like the name. Don't know why.
Now, what would happen is we would have to create a car based on several different things. And we actually did 2 of these projects. And I'll tell you both of them. So the most interesting, the magnetic car, wait, hold on. Before I tell the second story, it's not about a car. It's about a bridge. Do you remember when we built that bridge? Where we had to build a little bridge?
I think
like,
I do.
Out of, like, tubes and stuff?
I do. Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun, but I'll talk about that one soon, because we had a lot of trouble with that.
Makes sense.
And it got destroyed, too, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Remember when it got destroyed and we had to repair it?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, the magnetic car kind of started out with us with a Hot Wheels car. And what we did was we had to find a way to power it without, like, using power or anything. We just had to make it move down a track.
Yeah.
And we also won the tournament because we had a little tournament to see whose cars would make it to STEM Night. And our cars were put on display on STEM Night. And there were cars that you could tinker with at STEM Night for, like, the littler kids. but ours were in this like glass display case, so they couldn't touch it.
We lost so bad.
Ours was in the middle of the display case. It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
But it was like this blue car. It had flames on the side of it.
Because of course it did.
And what happened is we had one D battery. Took a D battery.
Yeah.
We took duct tape. And we took a very stretched out bobby pin. Put it in front of the car. And then we attached a magnet to the front of the battery or the front of the car. I can't remember what we did. The battery was somewhere in the equation, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how it worked because it was, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So honestly, I cannot remember how it worked.
Well, I think
But I
it'd be
can remember how we built it.
2? Well, wait.
So anyways, the magnetism would pull it somehow. So we had a magnet somewhere, and we had like a bobby pin, or I think it was either a pipe cleaner, a bobby pin, or like a non-fuzzy pipe cleaner, like a metal rod.
Yeah, you.
And anyways, we strapped that on top of the battery, or like next to the battery. I can't remember.
Yeah, this
like
one
I
has
said.
specifics.
Anyways, so we had this little tournament to prove was the best. So you know how tournaments work. It's a bracket.
It's bracket.
So
Everyone's
ours began with we won the first bracket. Then we let the others go, and whoever lost that bracket lost. So, and whoever won that bracket won. So the next bracket we were up against whoever won last bracket.
Yeah, that's how bracket works.
So we beat them again, and we moved on to the final bracket after a few more brackets. And we won the final bracket. And every time, every car didn't make it very far. Half of them didn't even make it down the track. But ours somehow won it out every time. Now, I'm not sure what the engineering was on the other people's cars, but it kind of sucked.
Yeah, obviously.
Because they couldn't make it down the freaking track. But hey. So anyways, that was a very entertaining experience. We got it on display at Stim Night. A lot of other things. So at our old school, Alka, call it that, because it's kind of the reverse of what its actual abbreviation is.
Yeah, elk.
Alk.
Elk. Like talc.
Yeah, kind of like talc or talcum.
Just get rid of the T in talc. Yeah.
Anyways, there were teachers that we hated. Who was one that you hated?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
You hated the gym.
The gym teacher. Okay, we've already told stories. Like, in the first Koopacast ever, we told stories from this.
But we gotta remaster the stories.
In a second, because there was have we told Time yet?
What?
Okay, you made a comic, Time.
Oh, Time!
Time. That is what I call it.
And the little urinal.
The little one.
Yeah, the little one.
Classic.
And Plug Jump. We gotta tell the comics tales.
Yeah, the comics. I think we should make an entire Koopacast Comics Inc. edition.
But we gotta tell some of the stories tonight
Yeah,
because
so
we
let's
don't know
tell
when
a
the
few
next Koopacast
of
will be.
the older ones.
Anyways, so there was. We'll talk about Time here in a minute. But there was one time in gym that we had to run around and put balls in like a little ball pit. You remember that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's been a
Like
few
we
years.
would run around and we would put the ball in the ball pit, then we would pick one up from the pile next to it and run around another lap and then put it back. We finished the lap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that.
And in theory, that doesn't sound horrible.
No, so
But
it's fine.
then you have to remember how big the track was.
Pretty big.
Because we were inside the gym.
It's a pretty good size.
So gyms are pretty good sized if you know how they are. And so we had to run around that and put a ball in. And by the end of it, me and him were having a...
Yeah, we were.
It always made my throat burn. Did it do that to you too?
I can't remember.
Because I remember you saying something like, oh crap, this friggin' burn. But it would always burn our throats. And I don't know, I still don't know why. It just did.
And you have way better memory than me then.
It was very, very horrible. But, hey, about the thing about me having better, why do you think I'm the host of...
I don't know.
It's definitely not because I have better memory.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Because my memory is actually horrible.
I can't remember the thing I did 2 minutes ago.
Anyways,
Pretty well.
so what happened was, you know, we were having a bucket on the ground and all that shit. So now we get to talk about Comic Sync and time.
Let's do time first.
So you can begin the tale because I've just been rambling the entire time.
You've been rambling the entire time. So time. We're sitting in music class, right?
I made a comic of this.
This is where we get the name time. There's an old
Probably
lady.
remaster it and put it on Twitter.
Yeah, remaster, put it on Twitter. There's an old teacher, a young teacher. That's all you need to know. Old teacher has nothing to do with the story. Young teacher. So I simply was it not that I bent back to you and said, "What time is it?" Right?
You didn't even bend back it because you were sitting like diagonally from.
Yeah. So I think you actually think behind
Because
it.
remember, they just sat us in weird ways in that class.
So I asked, "What time is it?" to you.
So we were sitting on the carpet and we were playing recorder, but we had stopped playing recorder and they
Oh,
weren't talking or anything.
recorder.
We were just sitting there for a break. And we're telling recorder stories before we go on with Comic Sync. Anyways, continue.
So.
So I asked what the time is. Because he has a watch, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was wearing my watch, but my watch wasn't tuned to the right time at that time.
Yeah.
But anyways, continue on.
And then the time is told
By you.
by me, so I told the time. And then the young teacher walks over to me and says, "Okay, go. You talking? Go by the door." I was told the time, and then I have to go sit by the door for the rest of the class.
No, but you made the point that you were only telling the time before.
Yeah, I did. It's just like I was telling him the time. Keep in
And they kind
mind,
of went like, oh, I don't care.
and keep in mind, both teachers were not the best.
I hated the younger one more.
Yeah, I mean I did, but just the other one was just, we gotta play your recorder. I'm like, I don't want to play the goddamn recorder.
The recorder should not be mandatory.
No, it should be optional.
Because, you know what the recorder didn't get me? On the clarinet or the flute. Because I don't play those, because I hate the clarinet, because it's basically a big recorder. And I can't play it. I'm horrible at it.
And you play the trumpet.
You know where the recorder didn't get me?
Where?
On the trumpet. And guess what my main band instrument is? If I go to marching band,
He's a trumpet.
trumpet.
You play the trumpet.
I play the trumpet.
And I don't play any instrument.
And I can play the bugle. I know I can because the bugle's just a non-vowel.
I have an ocarina in my room, and I want to learn how to play it eventually.
I really wish you would have joined band.
Probably should
I think
have.
you would have had fun.
I probably would have.
If we ever get a time machine, you're joining band.
Yeah, I'm gonna join band. We're gonna sit there.
And we're going back to the 80s to just fuck around in like old malls and like Chuck E. Cheese's. Because that's just the 80s in a nutshell.
Well, yeah, again, the thing is, should you go back to the past? Because if you go back to the time where you're alive, according to the new game theory, which did a lot of research apparently on time travel, you should not touch your previous self, and that's not just a movie trope. It's actually scientifically based, and I hate that.
Anyways, what did we want to talk about when we went to Comic Sync?
Oh god, it's been we were talking about time, and then there was the little one, which is not as good as the story.
I'm trying to remember. I told you I had a horrible memory.
I can't remember. This is just two people just rambling for an hour. Lord, we're almost at an hour.
Damn.
We've just been rambling. I love it.
Anyway, lads. So the little one.
Yeah. Not going to
We'll
story.
move on to the little one until I remember.
Yeah. We've passed an hour.
Nice.
An hour and 24.
So the little one. So we walked into the bathroom one day. We gotta tell some tales of the bathroom at some point.
No, we were going to the bathroom when the story happened.
Yeah, but we still gotta tell tales of the bathroom because they were absurd.
Yeah.
And there's one other thing I want to talk about, other than the other Comic Sync shit.
And then I have a bathroom story to tell. I do.
Okay, so anyways, the little one, we walked into the bathroom, when we were coming back from one of the classes.
Yeah.
And, he walked over to the smaller one, which I didn't understand because the bigger one was open, and I took one taller than the one that he was probably going to. And I asked, why'd you go to the small one? And he said, I like the little one. And then I made that into a comment.
Yeah, at the school we're at right now, or not really, but the school we were at because we're home.
Doing online because we're not retarded.
Yeah.
Schools are not ready to reopen.
What I'm basically is I'm like that weird place where it's like I am like there's like the minimum height you can use to like a bigger urinal, and I'm right under that, and I'm like.
Anyways, there was another story I wanted to tell, which was of our field trip to a local college.
And then I also have a bathroom story to tell from 6th grade, actually.
Okay, we'll tell the bathroom stories, then we'll tell the tale of MTSU.
Okay, so this one actually comes. This is just a short little story, and this actually comes from the 6th grade restroom.
Oh, what a hell!
So right there above the small urinal, which.
I have another story.
It said dick plus.
I'm gonna write these down because I'm gonna forget.
It was either dick plus pussy or dick plus vagina, but I think it was vagina. It was dick plus vagina equals orgasm, scribbled on the wall with a pencil.
Why have you never told me this?
I found it hilarious. It's so funny. Because it's obviously someone who was in like 8th grade now. Because, at least 8th grade. Because, well maybe not. Maybe it was our grade. Because it's been there for so long. It was there for, it was there for so long. I'm not even sure if it is anymore. I'll have to ask Luca, right? Because I'm going to ask him. If you go into the small restroom, if you go into the restroom, look at the small urinal, tell me if there's dick plus pussy equals vagina. Or no. I'm going.
You just said that to back up your inside-out penis thing.
I still agree with my stance there. As a joke, of course. I'm about to ask him. So okay, tell your stories. I'm going to sit back.
So anyways, MTSU, that was one hell of a field trip.
Yeah. Well.
And if you guys want me to, I can make that picture of me looking all smug from MTSU. The thumbnail for this.
Please do.
Because you've seen that picture and you know how hilarious.
Please do.
What I said, and if you follow Kellen Goff on Twitter, which you should immediately.
I do.
Man.
I follow him.
Kellen, if you're watching this, which you're not, I love you.
Yet again, the last Koopacast got 86 views.
I'm telling you that picture of me looks like Kellen Goff's Twitter profile picture. I'm not even joking.
Okay, I'm trying to remember Kellen Goff's Twitter profile picture right now.
It's just his face looking all weird. He's just looking all weird, like in a really close-up picture.
Isn't that half of Twitter's profile pictures, and then the other half is anime?
Pretty much, yeah.
Mine's just Bowser, because that's my thing for everything, though.
You should change it to Elderbug.
Yeah, my Twitter profile picture's gonna be changed to Elderbug.
I think I'll change mine to Quirrell or somebody.
Yeah. We'll just be Elderbug.
Mine right now is a picture of the Foxy Plus in the FNAF 4 closet.
It was the night not too long ago.
Yeah, and I was known as the Doctor.
I'm gonna see if I can find an image of that. Have you seen I showed you this video, the night with the Spider-Man 2 pizza theme just running around.
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing if I could find like the thumbnail for the video somehow to put it there. Cause that's a beautiful thumbnail. Yeah, I should do that. Make an Elderbug, because I love Elderbug. He's the best.
Anyways, bathroom stories. Oh, MTSU stories, then bathroom stories.
So many stories.
So if you remember, the basketball game would take so long to start.
Yeah, it took like an hour.
So once we got there, it would be like at 59 minutes, so about an hour.
Yeah.
So when we would arrive there, we would have to just sit in our chairs, eat our lunch, and then eventually, after like 30 minutes after we eat our lunch, and that lunch is still good to this day.
Yep.
That shit was delicious.
I don't remember much of it, but I do remember it somewhat being good.
I hope that you remember that the drink was literally a Capri Sun, but it was fruit punch flavor and it had ice in the pouch.
Oh, it did?
Which makes it 1,000 times better.
Why don't all Capri Suns do that?
I don't know. It would be hard to maintain because you'd have to put it in the freezer maybe.
Yeah, good point.
Or, no, you just put it in a fridge.
Yeah, you can put ice in a fridge. Would it be that hard?
It was good.
was
That
good.
lunch was very good. But we would have to go to the bathroom. The bathrooms were always packed, and there would always be a line. Like, I would always have to shimmy through a little line, and some of the adults and chaperones were just standing there, and they would be like, okay, you go next.
I remember that.
And it was so weird because you would have to shimmy through the line, then you would have to shimmy through the bathroom. Now, the bathrooms were always great because half the time I would just sit in there for 10 minutes or so. In the grades where Auden wasn't with me, I would just sit in there and we would all talk. Because there would be like 30 boys and 30 girls in there and everybody would just be chatting. So me and my friends would just kind of hang out in the MTSU bathroom.
That's happened. That's good on your fucking resume.
But it was very fun when you did that. But the basketball game was alright. I remember everybody, like me and Auden and all of our friend circle, would just scream enthusiastically for the team, like to act like diehard fans.
Even though I have no interest in sports at all.
Yeah, I only like hockey and football.
I like zero sports, so it's just like...
I don't like football as much, but I do like hockey because I've played NHL 19 and that's fun.
So it's just... Alright, Tales of the Bathroom.
Bathroom time.
We've already told a few.
Okay, let me try and remember a good one. Because I have a bunch, I just need to remember it really.
Yeah. After this round, I have to use the bathroom.
But this one, are there any good middle school stories while I try to remember?
Not like... Yet again, since me and you were in the same class in 5th grade, right? It was way easier to have stories. Now when we tell stories about middle school, since we were different classes and everything, it's not as good because we don't both remember them.
Yeah.
Which is just so sad that we don't get to do it. I really hope in 8th grade that we do get the same mini school.
Yeah.
So that we can have these just weird stories again. Just do. It was always fun to have stories like that. And I do have some small stories. There's small.
Yeah, but now we're on the great scale of things.
It's getting late. I'm normally not up this late anymore, so I'm zoning out.
I do remember one miscellaneous story though.
Alright, throw it in.
From my neighborhood.
Yeah.
What happened is me and a group of friends were playing a war game where we'd be in Vietnam or something.
Yeah, it's fun.
And we were patrolling we were doing a patrol in Vietnam. And what happened was, while we were patrolling, we were ambushed. And one of my buddies fell back. And this was a real injury. he fell back, and he hit his shoulder on some concrete.
Ooh.
And now he was kind of bleeding. So we were like, he'll be alright. So we patched him up.
Yep, put a band-aid on it.
And that actually went pretty well. But there are two different stories I need to tell about the neighborhood battles. One of them was during a Nerf battle through all of the neighborhood that was like friends with each other.
Yeah, that's not. I want to do one of those.
So we were holding up in a trench in my backyard.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And the enemies were pushing up against us from my buddy's house. We'll call him Matt.
Alright, Matt.
Now, Matt, his house was being overrun by them. Now, I'll tell this entire story. So it started with us at Matt's house. And they came in through his backyard by climbing over the fence. So what happened is, they climb over Matt's fence, and they come in, and they open the back door. We had a guard there, he was taken out. So we're in Matt's room, and we have to literally sneak past them like it was Metal Gear Solid style sneaking. Like, we use actual cover and stuff.
How I want to do one of these. I just want to do one of these so bad.
So anyways, we snuck past them and were able to retreat to my house. The inside of my house is about to get open. I moved mine. And then we fall back to the trench just so we have a much safer position.
Makes sense.
And now they start lighting us up with all the fire they've got. They just do not let up. And then out of nowhere, we get ambushed from the side. So we have to surrender, and I'm the only one that makes it out. So we had flags, we had actual flags, like we had our surrender flag, to make it look more battle-worn, was on a broken plywood piece, and it was a tattered rag that was white.
Awesome.
And we would surrender with that. And what happened was, when they were surrendering, I snuck away. And they knew I was going to do this because they knew I could rescue. So what happened is, I double-timed myself back to Matt's house, climb over the fence, and take out all the sentries that are standing in Matt's house.
Draw?
Damn, it's a draw!
That was a draw.
Anyways,
Never had one of those.
I snuck into Matt's house, like, from the rear. And I hit all the sentries in the house and get on the move. So since I hit all the sentries on my way there, they weren't able to alert anyone.
It's clever. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. You can talk about cheese or something.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna deafen my...
You actually gonna leave this time?
Gonna go... I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay, well, that proves it. Anyways, I'm not gonna tell that story until Bowser gets back, and I swear to God, if he's listening, I'm gonna break his kneecaps. Now, cheese is most... really like cheese. Just pretty good. Too much cheese is gross. That was my essay on cheese.
Did you actually talk about cheese the entire time?
I talked about cheese the entire time.
Okay, woohoo or Luigi?
Woohoo!
Oh god, I'm getting like a headache from being up so late.
I have a headache from staring at screens all day.
Oh yeah, me too. You know, playing 4 hours of Hollow Knight and then like an hour of this already does something to you. Oh.
New topic. Oh, wait, let me finish the battle.
Finish the battle.
What happened is I sneak through the cul-de-sac, and I liberate everyone from my house. The end of the first battle.
Very quick.
Second battle time. We're being hammered by enemy artillery, which is just them shooting Nerf bullets up in the air from Matt's house.
That's a battle.
Now what happens is we stay in my house to avoid the artillery. And they do a good push, and we're able to do that. But what happens is I eventually have to surrender. Now this battle isn't as exciting, but the entire team of mine escapes except for me. I hold the line myself, and they leave and come and capture and re-get me. What happens next is what will stay in my mind forever. So I'm watching from the inside of this little box they put me in. They put me in the box, and it has a little slit so I can then see. And when I see through the box, what I see bust down my garage door, like it was slightly opened by the enemies, so that they could peek out and see who was there. That just kicked doors open.
Oh no.
They kick the door open, and they shoot all the enemies that are standing around the box. There were 2 of my buddies from the neighborhood playing as the enemies. Because this was a real neighborhood battle. Like, we were all battling each other. Like, this wasn't staged or anything.
I want to do one of those.
They were playing a game of blackjack on top. And what happens is, they shoot everybody. The blackjack spills out into the slit. And all the coins fall down, and they fall down like they're dead. And they come and lift the box off me, and they rescue me.
Nice.
That was one hell of an experience.
I want to rally up, like, my friends in the neighborhood once quarantine's over, to have one of those.
Yeah, and I'll come to.
Yeah, bring a gun. Bring some guns, though.
Because you know how much of a commander I am. Dodgeball story!
Or after this, do you want to talk about... Never mind.
Actually, before this, I want to talk about one thing that happened.
Okay, go.
You want to hear the story about how Matt got a
What?
About how Matt got a nail stuck through his foot?
Oh, I think I've heard this one, like, a long time ago, though.
Okay, so me and Matt were hanging around outside of my shed in the backyard.
Yeah.
Now back there was a nail from a fence. It wasn't my fence because we have a fence behind our house. But it wasn't that fence because all of the nails were still in there. Because we did an investigation of the fences. And we found out that it was from his fence and had floated down the trench. Because when that thing fills up with water, it is basically a mini river.
It is. I've seen it.
Now, we're walking around, and this nail, he's wearing socks and shoes, and it goes straight through his shoe, straight through his sock, and pokes him right through the foot.
Ooh.
Now, the even worse thing is, he didn't have a tetanus vaccination.
Huh.
So he could have died of tetanus. Now, granted, tetanus vaccinations don't make you immune to it, but it builds up your immune system so that you're less probable to get tetanus and die.
That's basically how a vaccine works.
But most of the time, vaccines can make you immune. Give your child vaccines or I will break your fucking knee.
And no, Karen, vaccines do not cause autism.
And if it does, well, that's great because autism's great and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
That is true.
Speaking of autism, I think the enemy Wario is autistic because he was slamming his vehicle into the wall several times and then started driving again. That's not a joke on autistic people being stupid or something, I'm just saying.
No.
Because I don't like doing that. That's just mean.
That's just mean. By the way, if you join the Discord server and you are, let's say, racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or any phobic like that, you will be kicked if not banned.
We'll ban you.
Yeah. If you say
Especially
something...
me. If you're saying something racist and clarify that it's not a joke or you actually feel that way. Because we all have made racist jokes before.
Brayden, do you not remember the fucking Willy Wonka one?
I'm not going to tell the Willy Wonka one on stream because I'll get canceled at some point.
You're gonna get canceled at some point. They're gonna bring this stream up. We're not gonna... But
I'm not going to say the Willy Wonka.
But I'm sure you can gather what the Willy Wonka joke was.
If you can figure it out on your own, I applaud you.
There is a light bulb one, which is another racist one that I did not come up with. It was in a YouTube video somewhere.
But anyways,
I could do that.
so what happens is if you say something racist once, maybe twice, we'll kick you.
But it depends on the severity.
We don't tolerate that. Now, if you say it again several times over again, you're getting banned.
Yeah.
If you say something homophobic, transphobic, asophobic, any of the phobias of fucking sexualities,
Or genders.
we're banning you immediately.
Especially if you say something like the F or T slur. Something like that, which... So, okay, this is a good...
Now, you can say fag, because that means cigarette in Britain.
That's cigarette, but...
Oh, my bloody fag.
But if you say the...
I said it right now, and I'm not talking about gay people.
And I do have a story regarding the fullness of that word, which I'm going to tell in a minute.
Anyways, yeah, we'll get to that, but we gotta talk about the rules for anyone that sees this and joins.
And did actually it's actually really recent, like a few days ago, the story.
Ah, I know which one you're talking about.
Have I told you the story?
I think you did. But
I might have. I tell you most of the stories. Alright, you talk about the rules.
Anyways, what happens is we will ban you if you're phobic against any sexuality, and you openly admit that.
Or don't respect pronouns. You can get kicked for that.
Because we don't tolerate that here.
Nope.
Especially asophobia.
Yep.
Especially homophobia and asophobia, because those are the two most prominent ones in the server.
That is true.
Not prominent as in sexuality, but not the phobias. I mean, I'm ace.
Yeah.
And we have a gay man.
Yeah, I'm not going to out anyone here.
We're not gonna out anyone.
Because we're nice people.
I mean, I've already admitted myself that...
Yeah.
Oh, and if you want to stop watching my channel because you're ace-phobic, go right ahead.
Go right ahead, man.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys forget there's a block feature on YouTube? 'Cause I didn't.
I did forget about that, actually.
If you're ace-phobic, homophobic, transphobic, any of the phobics, you're getting blocked.
You'll be banned on the Discord server, banned on YouTube, and banned off, and we will block you on Twitter, or at least me.
I will too, especially ace-phobic.
Yeah. Also, if you
My DMs are open. If you want to DM me some ace-phobic shit, expect me to come right back at you.
my DMs are open on Discord and Twitter. DM me.
I know this sounds edgy and cliche, but please don't piss me off.
Don't piss him off. Trust me on that
You do
one.
not want to see me when I'm pissed.
You don't. You don't.
And he knows that better than anyone
I know that better than most people.
ever should.
That's true enough. So, okay, let me tell you my story. So, I have, okay. One of my neighbors is a gay couple, right?
And that's excellent.
They are a lesbian couple. They live right across. Their two kids are very nice.
I love that. That's amazing.
And we're gonna call them... Well, really, neither of the actual parents or children are actually involved in the story. They are just relevant to why the story was so bad. So there's a kid. We're gonna call him... We'll call him Michael. Or Mike. We're gonna call him Mike. That's not his name, and you do not know this kid. So Mike...
And also, I do know a Michael, but it's not that.
It's a new Michael. That's not even his name.
Father,
It's me, Michael. Okay, let's talk. Okay, let me tell my story. So there's Michael, Luca, and Michael's brother. We'll call him
Masky boy, Foxy Mask.
We'll call him Foxy Bro. So Michael and Foxy Bro.
That's funny.
So Michael and Foxy Bro are sitting there. We're all standing, and Luca and me are all out. We're just talking, right? And this dude, Michael, starts just saying the F slur multiple times in front of a lesbian couple's household. I don't know. From what I understand, they didn't hear. They didn't hear it. But it's more the principle of it.
Just don't do it.
It's extremely homophobic.
That's like doing the Sieg Heil in front of a Jewish person's house.
Oh, that hurts.
Or painting a swastika on their house. Just don't.
I'm an atheist, but that still hurts.
Yeah, really. I'm an atheist too, but that still hurts me.
Yeah, we're double atheists here.
And if you want to stop watching because of that, I don't care.
Yeah. Also, if you're gonna DM him acephobic stuff, DM me acephobic and homophobic stuff. I want to see it.
You're gonna DM me acephobic stuff? Please expect me to come back right at you.
And Brendan, if that ever happens, please tell me as well.
Because don't think I won't hesitate to immediately DM you back. Oh yeah, and if you do it on Instagram either, fuck you.
Or Twitter, technically. Or Twitter.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to become mods or anything, or admins on the Discord server, you gotta submit applications.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but we'll find out.
I'll get that set up one day.
Yeah, we can do that if you want as well. So.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to come up with a story, because I had something before this.
You need to start writing stuff down, okay?
I know.
So, I think, okay, there's a few other rules on the server, like, don't be a bigot.
But we already kind of mentioned that.
That's really part of the rules. And if you don't know what the word bigot means,
look it up. We're not telling you.
No, I actually have a good example of a bigot. I tweeted about this. Look up Caitlin Bennett, and there's your definition.
Caitlin Bennett? More like Caitlin Bigot.
That is true. She's the biggest bigot of ever. Okay, let me talk about Caitlin Bennett for a minute. Can I rant about Caitlin Bennett?
Yeah, and you can also rant about SM Mulligan if you'd like.
I will happily. So Caitlin Bennett, if you don't know,
I'm gonna mute myself.
Just go ahead, mute yourself. Caitlin Bennett is one of those people who is so bigoted and so religious and will follow the Bible, the fictional books, beliefs, no matter where it leads her. So you might know her from things like the crazy gun lady or the she shit her pants at a party or something. And that's something else that people know her for. But she went around a college campus asking people who are just trying to get their day done, who are trying to do things at their college campus, questions such as, do you think there should be tampons and pads in the women's...
A draw again?
Tampons and pads in the men's restroom, and urinals in the women's restroom. A lot of people were very, yeah, if there's the budget, yeah, do it, right? Which makes sense, right? But she just, somebody gave her an actual lesson on why it should be.
Hold on, I gotta say something real quick.
Okay.
Krusty Krab, yeah.
Okay, so...
Pizza is the pizza for you and me.
So there was actually a person with long hair, with the most defining feature, was talking to Caitlin Bennett, giving her a lesson on why there should be these things. When he left, she was like just disgusted, like one of those like disgusted faces. So the entire video, she's being the transphobic idiot, while the other people are being very supportive of trans and trans rights. And she's just so bigoted. It's just unbelievable. I didn't think it was possible. People hate Caitlin Bennett. Hate her.
Okay, we're gonna do some normal races.
Okay. People hate Caitlin Bennett with all hell. And I do think she deserves the hate she's getting.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart it so we have team.
Yeah, do teams. I do believe the hate she's getting right now is what she deserves to get. Do I leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a new room so we can have the...
Yeah. She deserves the hate she's getting right now.
Gotta go.
What?
I'm creating it.
Okay, thanks, I gotta go. We've been going for an hour. We've been going for an hour and a half. We're approaching 2 hours, by the way, for official Koopacast time.
Nice.
Holy shit, it's past 1? Oh, I got a headache.
I have a very mild one.
Yeah, me too. It's like
Set up so you can join.
if I had Tylenol like very close, I would be grabbing it.
I guess so would I.
But there's only Tylenol downstairs, and I'm upstairs.
I see it then.
Also, I actually have 2 announcements. One news thing and then 1 announcement. I haven't been making a lot of plush videos because I got a new bed, which is a loft bed, so it's just a bit more difficult to film. Same with the gaming videos, just a lot more difficult to film. And it's the same exact thing. Another part is I actually have an announcement to make. My announcement is that I might be starting a podcast. My own podcast.
Yeah, we'll do Mount Mario.
Yeah. It's called the Pee Pee Poo Poo Podcast.
Shit, I forgot to set teams.
Yeah, you did.
Shit. Should we restart?
Let's restart. I want to do teams. I don't think I've ever done teams.
Okay, shit.
We should just start driving a little bit while you're doing it. I'm gonna start driving while you're doing it.
No, let's just drive very slowly.
I never noticed how weird the map is.
Let's see if I can pull myself. 12.
I'm trying to see if I can get to first, but I don't know. I can't tell who. Is that Pinko Peach? Yes, Pinko Peach is in second.
Pathetic. Okay, I'll start it.
Alright. Don't forget to do teams this time.
Oh, Daddy.
It's just, what were we talking about? I have great memory. You know that? I'm gonna sleep soundly tonight.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I've been up for like so long.
It's been so long.
Since last I've seen my son.
Let's do this monster.
The man behind the slaughter.
I can't believe you got to say the line about the magenta man.
Magenta guy. Am I a deranged psychopath?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Brett, I need you to describe me in 3 words. 3 words.
Big, poopy hive mind.
Okay, if you actually had to describe me in 3 words.
Breathing. Living.
I do that too.
Human.
I'm not very human, but yes, we'll go with that.
Mount Wario.
Mount Wario? What was something else in the beginning?
Oh.
Alright, Mount Wario versus Wario Stadium.
Which Wario will win?
Mount Wario's objectively better. But
Which Wario will win? Oh my god, that's all W's.
Let's do Wario Stadium next. Let's do all the Wario courses.
Yeah, let's do every Wario course.
Let's do every course based on a Mario character.
I love how Mount Wario starts off though.
I don't understand how this plane works. Like, scientifically?
Well, not really.
I'm not exactly sure how it's flying, but we're gonna go with it. I haven't raced in so long, dude. Cat Beach is not very good.
I can toast to that.
Why is he even in this game?
I don't understand it either.
It's like, I'm gonna continue on the legacy of Nathaniel Bandy of just hating on Pink Gold Peach.
I tried to do the little ledge on the side of the ice right here.
Who's in first? Oh, you're in first. Hi.
Me!
Well, okay, let's try to get at least one of us in first.
We are blue team, remember this. Red team's winning! There they are!
Oh, Britt, I was so confused why all the numbers were blue. I was so confused.
We're on teams!
I don't think I've ever played a team match, which is why I'm so confused. Just you or me has to be in first, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I'll try to be like your protector. Whoever's in second has to protect whoever's in first. There's a red shell coming by your way, but I didn't mean to fire it. Can they fire?
I had a banana. It missed anyways.
That's good. Okay, Link is slow. Everyone's really close together right now, by the way.
That's kind of Mount Wario in a nutshell.
It's theoretically possible to be very far from every other teammate or every other player. How far are you down?
I'm already on the third area.
Oh, I'm very close. Oh, dude. I'm not past, but yep, Tanuki Mario.
I'm going through all the flags.
Dude, Tanuki Mario's getting very close to you. He's getting
I'm about to get through all the flags. Yep, hit every flag.
Dude, I fell into 6th. Daisy's coming for your ass.
Yeah, well, I'm dry as bone.
That is true.
I have no cum, because I have no balls.
You don't know that.
I am a dry bones. I do not have balls. Pee is stored in the balls, everyone.
That is true.
It is not, but
It is so true.
it is stored in the bladder.
Which is the balls.
Which is not the balls.
I'm giving the children a history lesson.
Speaking of cum, roll 34 times. Time to talk about hentai and what has been affected by it.
No, it's not.
What do you think the weirdest hentai you've ever seen is?
Well,
Compared to what we look at the most often.
we look at a lot of FNAF because
We go hentai hunting for weird hentai.
we do. Okay, the worst one has got to be... Oh yeah, I forgot this Warriors Gold Line. The worst one has got to be Hornet X Knight.
Springtrap image!
Oh, yes. Oh, don't remind me.
Okay, how...
That image has ruined Springtrap for me.
He's still one of my favorites. But, like, I can't look at them the same.
No one can. I remember, only one of us has to win.
Only somebody from Blue Team has to win.
Only one of us, Brayden. Normally how I play Mario Kart is I'm up in the front for the first part, and then I fall really far behind later in the thing.
I'm trying to stay as far back as possible.
Why?
I'm in 12th.
Why are you in 12th?
I'm gonna item stuff.
Yeah, item smuggle, so you can get like a blue shell or something. You might be able to, just don't throw it if I'm in first.
make sure our red fucker's in first.
Okay, Cat Peach is blue and she's in first. Never mind, I'm in first and I am blue.
Here we go, boys. I'm gonna make my way back up.
Oh, I always never use that shortcut. I'm gonna use it next time. Okay, the top 3 are all blue. You're all
I've
good.
already made my way back up to 6.
The top 3 are blue, meaning we should be good.
I only have shrooms, which isn't very good, but
It's whatever. What items can you even get in first? Maybe a shroom?
I've got shrooms before in first.
They're not much help, but...
Yeah.
Can't you escape a blue shell?
I already rocketed my way back up.
Can't you skip a blue shell with like a golden shroom?
If you fall back and go in a second, you can skip a blue shell.
I think maybe that's in Mario Kart Wii. You could like dodge a blue shell.
No, you could use the I don't know how you could. No, you couldn't actually. Not in Mario Kart Wii.
There's a game you can though.
But oh, I was thinking of dodging the power block. That's what I was about.
Let's do all the Wario courses, and then we'll do all the like Luigi courses or something. Blue shell.
Yeah.
And you're too far away to fall back. It doesn't matter though, since we're all blue team up here, in like the first 3, if not more. Yeah, the blue team is overwhelmingly good right now.
Shit.
Oh, it doesn't matter, dude. We're good. We're good. Don't get blown up by your own bomb. Dude, Cat Peach is gonna win. Maybe I will. I'm not sure yet.
Don't allow you.
I'm not sure who's gonna win yet. It's up for debate. I always enjoyed Wario's Gold Mine. It's always a good course.
Win it for blue.
I'm taking the shortcut I've never taken before.
I just got 3 mushrooms in first place.
I just won first.
That was excellent.
Oh, dude, we got the top 4. And then 7, and then 12. Oh, we got top 5. I'm coming up. I did pretty well that match. Ooh, dude, we're like double them.
We are almost exactly double them.
5,509.
Anyways, back to hentai.
Okay, let's do Wario Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is there any of the Wario courses?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Hornet and the Night kind of tops it for me.
That's what I said. That's the worst one for me.
FNAF ship is just illegal.
I've actually talked to Luca about that multiple times.
It is
So illegal.
pedophilia.
Many times over.
It's not. I always imagine that in the hentai, they're not dead children, but
Yeah, that's what I always assume.
because none of this is canon,
Have you
so
noticed?
it's not following the story.
Do you notice how like that little beginning part is actually a heart?
Yep.
I noticed that. Oh, I love this song.
It's Waluigi Pinball.
That's why I like it.
Waluigi Pinball needs to be in Mario Kart 9.
If it's not, if Waluigi Pinball, Coconut Mall, and Maple Treeway are not in Mario Kart 9, we're gonna have a fit.
Especially Maple Treeway. I love Maple Treeway.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's like Waluigi Pinball isn't actually that good of a course when you get down to it.
No, it is.
It's
I can kind of see why they didn't put it in this because it's in Mario Kart 7.
yeah, but if it's not in Mario Kart 9, there's gonna be a problem.
Oh, I have triple reds in 7.
That's pretty good actually.
I should save that.
If you pull your cards right, you can get to like 4th and with that. If not, like
Yep.
you could theoretically get to 1st with that.
I'm in 5th.
I'm pretty good with 1st right now. Can you throw a red shell at one of your teammates?
Yep. Your teammates aren't immune to anything you throw.
That's good. I like that.
So if you want to sabotage your teammate, you can.
What is this from? What game is this one from?
I think it's from the DS.
They should bring back that DS one. What is it? Airship Fortress?
Oh, I love Airship Fortress.
Bring back Waluigi Bobo, Maple Treeway, Coconut Mall, and
Airship Fortress was also in 7 though, so I can see again what it is.
Also, bring back DS Bowser's
And
Castle.
Maple Treeway was also in 7.
Yeah, it was in 7. 8 was just. But also bring back what's that other course? Bowser's Castle DS. I really like that version.
I love how half of the courses we've been talking about were also 7.
The only courses anybody wants were in 7. It's not fair.
7 was a good one though, because
I
it
don't own
introduced
7.
water driving.
I don't own 7, so it's
It came with my 2DS though.
my 3DS.
I have a bunch of animatics of flip notes I need to play.
I don't really use my 3DS. Like when I only use my 3DS when I can't use my Switch.
Same here.
It's like I got my 3DS, I got my Wii U 2015, my 3DS 2016, my Switch 2017. And so I use it's just no, I don't use the other ones.
Yeah,
We're over double them at this point.
true.
I barely touch my Wii U anymore. What do
Let's do all the Marios.
like all the courses that have Mario in the name?
Mario Kart Stadium's the first one.
Yep. I have a really basic me. I gotta change it.
Yeah.
I like it though. I gotta make the hair longer.
Mine is basically just me in a nutshell.
I gotta make my hair. I gotta put more hair. I wish there was an option to put hair over your eyes, because that's basically what I'm doing.
Dude, same here.
I could if I just like bleached my hair, I could pull off Rosalina.
You could.
So do Rosalina. If I keep my hair, because I want to keep my hair long, I want to grow it out. If I just like, let's say I'm just like some random 20-year-old, and I'm just like really drunk, and I decide to bleach my hair, I'm gonna cosplay as Rosalina.
I think that this will be the best Koopacast yet.
This is the best Koopacast yet, because we're closing in on 2 hours.
And we have so many stories this time.
And it is the best and longest Koopacast.
But it also has so many great stories. We're actually talking in.
I'm in 12th, by the way.
Weird silence.
What can you do? Can you mess with the helicopter?
You can hit it.
Be cool if you
But it
could.
doesn't do anything to the helicopter. It will just chop you up.
It'd be cool if you could drive on the top of it or something.
That would be cool.
Revamp this course. This is like the Mario or Luigi circuit of this game, though.
I really like this course, though.
I do like it. It's a good introduction.
I know that sounds basic.
Really, when you get down to it, all of these 4 first courses are just introductions.
I think I'm gonna do a top 10 Mario Kart 8 soon.
I want to do top 10s and stuff.
I think I'm gonna do like top 2 Mario Kart course 9.
No, you gotta do top 8, because that's the one that came out.
True, but if I don't have enough, I'll do like 8 or something.
Need to get
So
like,
expect that video. I might film it tonight.
I want to do top 10s. I do. But it's like, they're so basic, I feel sometimes. Like,
I always feel weird doing like top videos or reviews. Feels so basic.
it's like, I could make a top 5 best games of the last decade. Okay, what are your top 3 best games of the last decade?
Let's see. Mario Odyssey,
Mario Odyssey,
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. Oh, really? Already?
Damn, this is hard.
I already have I already have at least 2.
Yeah, same here. I have 2. I don't know what the final one would be.
Alright.
This
What?
one's not the best, but it's very influential on horror itself.
What is it?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It's very influential.
Yeah, like
It's not one of the best. It never will be. But come on, you gotta admit it's influential.
we have 110 more points to them. So okay, here is mine.
GBA Mario Circuit.
No. Is it the Mario? Oh no.
There's 2 Mario Circuits.
Oh, we're just gonna do the one where you don't get picked. I will do that. We'll do GBA next. So my top 3 is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. And number 3.
I would have put that somewhere on there.
Number 2 is Super Mario Odyssey.
We can both agree on that.
And number 1 is Minecraft.
I will agree with that, but the thing is...
Now, I'm not counting but it came out in 2009.
Aw, damn it, I was about to say that.
But still, it came out in the 2010s. It
The
could
real version.
The original version of Minecraft could have launched in 2009, but Minecraft, as we know it today, came out in the 2010s. And
I've been playing Minecraft since 2012.
I can't even remember. It's been a while.
So I've seen it all.
Well, we have an entire world where we just built a massive base, nether base, and ravine base thing.
We might need to make a video on our Minecraft world.
Yeah, we should like just give a tour of it because it's so big. There's not much else you could really do a video with. It's like either just make like a series about it. I love hitting the sign. I love hitting the sign. So good. It is a really good world though.
But it gets kind of tiring, so we moved on to a survival.
Yeah, that's fun. We gotta do that one. So we gotta get all our cats in the front so we don't die from creepers.
Yeah, that's our next operation on that one. So.
We should do that tomorrow. Or today, technically, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I've got a good item, I bet.
What do you got? What do you got?
I've got a golden shroom.
That's one of the best items.
Hey, I can smuggle it. I know I can. Oh, I got a crazy.
Alright, dude, you gotta do... Dude, how did I get so far ahead?
I'm smuggling.
How did I get this far ahead?
I'm already in 3rd with a crazy 8.
I was super ahead for that little bit. Oh, I'm still super ahead. Not supposed to say more.
Oh, blue shell.
Alright, I should be good. Like, I'm good, right? I'm far enough ahead where it doesn't even matter. Okay, where the hell are red shells coming from?
Me.
Stop launching red shells at me!
I needed to get rid of them.
Yeah, you need to get rid of them.
Oh, I have a star in 3rd. I got a star legit in 3rd.
I missed the little ramp to go gliding the last 2 times.
I want the big poopy anus. Oh, Daddy.
140 to 270.
130 points ahead.
We're pretty good at this game.
Maybe just a little bit.
Then we do the GBA Mario Circuit.
Yep. Oh, we should do all the rainbow roads next.
We should do all the toads.
And first we gotta do rainbow roads, because those are more fun.
Those are fun. We gotta do all the Bowser's castles.
True.
Let's just do all the courses. Why not?
We'll just keep this Koopacast going.
Until I literally just die.
Until he just dies.
Oh god. I need Tylenol. I am so screwed. I did not charge up. I keep forgetting this is Teams because it doesn't really affect gameplay. I do like how
it doesn't affect it.
I do like how they did change courses like this. Just small ways like that Make him fit more.
This is a classic course, even without the
Yeah, the
being
oil
risen up.
spills. So my birthday is coming up, and I'm like, that's cool. That's all I had to say about my birthday.
Oh, you should talk about the great comment.
The what? Oh, the comment.
Uh-huh.
So my friendly discussion. So I posted a comment on the new GT live stream that was just uploaded a day ago, saying 1 view, 48 likes. YouTube, go home. You're drunk. Simple comment, right? You see tons of those.
I've even made one before.
And I make a few, right? Just because it's just funny sometimes, right? This person comes up and says, shut the fuck up. You don't know what a view is, or it was STFW, but still. It's a foo. You don't even know what a view is, and then also unoriginal, the second comment. I said, oh, I am so sorry. I wanted to poke fun at something on YouTube, or something along those lines. And then a different person came along and said, like, go back to 2017.
With a heart at the end?
With a little black heart at the very end.
No, it was a red one.
I got black. I don't think anything could show. I don't think colors can show. Did I? I think I
mean,
barely
that's probably
passed.
because your heart is black anyway.
I'm pretty sure I barely passed you at the very end right there. Only reason I'm ahead. 169 to 323.
69!
We're such dank memers.
It's the funny number!
Oh my god. Okay, are there any other Mario ones?
I'm trying to find one.
There is not. How many?
Neo Bowser City is one of my favorites.
Let's do the Toad ones.
Okay.
Toad Harbor.
Oh yeah, then Toad's Turnpike.
The objectively better course.
Who doesn't love Toad's Turnpike?
Toad's Harbor is worse.
True, but Toad's Harbor is alright.
It's worse than Toad's Turnpike. Toad's Turnpike.
I like it more in mirror mode, actually.
I don't play mirror mode that often.
Because it actually turns it to, like, evening on mirror mode.
That's cool. Why don't all courses do that? Change the time.
And it's, like, kind of less sunny, and it just looks very nice.
I do like sunset courses.
Oh, let me tell you some stories from my vacation, everybody. So some of my different vacations. So when I went to a part of Florida, Naples, not Italy. When I went to Naples, we got there, and it was a long drive from the airport. It was like 1 in the morning when we got to our condo. And we woke up in the morning. Actually, I'll just do a day by day how things went.
Alright.
So what happens first day, we just kind of hang out, get good, all the normal. The next day, we just do all the normal shit, go back to the beach. We went and bought some stuff, went shopping.
Had a good day, you know?
Now what happens on one of the days is I drive a boat. Now I've driven a boat before, like I can confidently say that now. And I've driven a boat, and we drove or sailed the boat to this restaurant that is in a harbor. And that harbor is very nice, and it was on an island, actually.
This is no fair. You get to go to these cool things.
So it was kind of an island.
How is something kind of an island?
They call it an island, but it's not really an island. I think it's called, like,
Is it like a peninsula?
It might be. I don't honestly remember what it was.
Doesn't really remember for the story. Doesn't really matter for the story. From what I understand.
But, it was very nice. Dude, when you and me are able to drive and stuff, we need to go on video and stuff together.
Yes.
And like we need to just go to the store late night and hang out at.
We gotta go to like Walmart at like 4 in the morning.
I've always wanted to just hang out at a friend.
Let's just go to Walmart at like 4 in the. Let's go to a gas station at 4 in the morning and get like an icy and just sit.
Maybe chat with the clerk.
Just like, hey.
But we drove that boat and then we kept driving it. I took my hands off because I was getting a bit tired of driving.
Yeah.
And so after I do that, we had to. Okay, let me tell you about this restaurant. So this restaurant, not inside, which I very much like, and it was right on the. So you'd walk up a few steps right from where you dock your ship or your boat.
Yeah.
And then you would walk up, and then the restaurant would be right there. Bunch of shit. I ate all my food. It really filled me up because driving a boat is a lot of work.
I've never driven a boat, so I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. It is actually way harder to drive a boat than you might think. So there are since that part of Florida, and I think all parts where boats have to go through like narrow passes, because we had to go through a narrow pass which was surrounded by trees, and there were several different ways, and there were boats coming from the other way of the pass.
Yeah.
So there were signs. There's a green one and a red one, and you
2 hours.
You keep the green one on your left when you're going forward.
Yeah.
Keep the green one on your left. And then, when you are going right, the green one should be on the right. Or like, if you're so let's say you're going, so where you're looking forward right now, you're going that way, green is on your left.
Okay.
But when you're going backwards up, green should be on your right.
Like a turning signal?
It's just signs.
Okay.
And those were actually really cool because you could see how water years because those things have been there. And you could see where moss, algae, and there were sea urchins on them sometimes.
That's cool.
Like on the little pole, because it was a metal pole that would stick down through.
That's cool.
And since we went and hung out at this little beach, it's not a real beach, it was just a little beach.
We both hit the sign.
Yep.
Whoops.
Anyways, it was just kind of a little one.
That's nice. That's nice.
But, you know, you could walk to a real beach from that beach. And it was a popular spot where people would get in the water.
Yeah.
And the only reason people got in the water was because the current would knock you down.
That's nice.
So it had a huge current that would just knock you super far. And it was a lot of fun to hang out in. One thing you learn is when you get out of a boat, first off, that boat was very tall. Boats are very tall. And we had to jump out of it because there was no like ladder everybody was using a ladder, and I couldn't get down from the ladder. Water. And you may say, oh, water breaks your fall.
No, it doesn't.
You are completely wrong if you say that.
That's not how water works.
It can sometimes, but if you're jumping from where I was, which was maybe 10 feet up in the air,
Jesus.
if you jump down there, it feels like you're landing on whatever's under, because you are.
It's like, there's probably like so many films, right, where somebody's jumping from a cliff. They're being cornered on a cliff, and they have to jump off into the water to survive. They would still be dead.
I mean, they wouldn't be dead. They would be injured, but
it would still hurt.
Survivable, but still.
Like you're smacking the water still.
Yeah, it's not gonna break your fall like it does.
They can show and film.
But anyways, I jumped out from the boat. One thing you will always learn, since we had to keep.
Yeah.
When you had to get down the ladder ladder didn't go all the way down to the water because the engines are right.
Yeah.
And the propellers are sitting right behind the ladder. So when the little ladder goes down, you gotta watch yourself. This is horrifying, but you need to know it. If you're going on a boat if you ever go on a boat and you have to climb down from on the back, because the boat we were technically on was a small yacht. It had a yacht license on it.
Oh, fair.
Because
240, 416.
It had bedrooms, and it was just very crazy. But what happens is when you go down, the engines are right there. So what happens when you go down, I don't think I'm going to start another. I'm just going to talk right now.
Okay.
And if it starts doing the thing where it ticks down, I'll start it.
Okay.
What happens is when you're climbing down the ladder, the engines are right behind you, or right in front of you technically. So what happens is when you jump down, you just swim away from the engines as fast as possible, because they will suck you in and eat you. I'm not even kidding.
Nom 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 nom.
The current from the engines will suck you in and they will tear you up.
Nom 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 nom.
So I'm actually more glad that I jumped the side of the boat.
Yeah, I would do that.
Now what happens is when you do jump down, it's all right. It doesn't hurt too bad. Just kind of bruises you maybe.
Right.
But anyways, when we were getting away from Marco Island, it was another day afterwards, but we had passed Marco Island and went to the same restaurant and stuff.
Let's do
Let's do the Rainbow Road.
Okay, yeah.
N64 first.
Where's that one? Yeah, it's lightning.
Anyways, we were heading back, and one of our engines ran out of fuel.
Oopsie doopsie.
Now, on its own, that's not terrible, because you have an entire other engine for that.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is, a storm just hit.
Oh
A
shit.
storm hit as soon as we ran out.
No, no.
And if you and me ever go on vacation and we drive a boat or something, you will figure out. A lot of people don't know that boats tip when they go fast.
Oh.
So when a boat goes fast, imagine your hand. So normal speed, where your hand is just sitting still, that's what boats like.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Very nice.
A very nice feel. Now, on the first day that we got on the boat, where I didn't know how to drive, we were just kind of standing there, and when you first get on the boat, it scared the crap out of me because the boat shakes in the water, it's down.
It's a boat.
So even when it was docked, it would bob up and down.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that terrified me, but once I got on, I knew it. So we drive out of the, and once we get into open, because there's like refueling stations, lounge area at the harbor. What happens as soon as you exit the harbor is once you're out in open water, as regulated.
Yeah.
So when you start going fast, what pretty much happens is, so you see your hand right now, how it's just resting still very much?
Yeah.
So imagine your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, now, imagine your hand is the boat, and when you start to go fast, it kind of tips upward.
Huh, no.
So your arm is kind of pointing downwards, but your hand is pointing.
Which is why I would never be going on a boat.
Dude, if I get the chance to drive one if we ever go to Florida or something, you're getting on it.
Fine.
Because it's fun.
Fine, thank you.
Anyways, your hand, let's say,
Our team stuff.
tip it almost all the way up to the ceiling.
Yeah?
And take your other hand and place it under your hand in the resting position.
Yeah?
That's how it is on the water.
Huh.
So the boat tips all the way up pretty much.
Let's do, Rainbow Road 8. The worst rainbow.
So what happens is you will be sitting pretty much vertically at first. And eventually you adjust to it.
If I'm terrified of a loft bed, which I'm not scared of the loft bed itself.
Anyways, go on.
I'm not scared of the loft bed itself. I don't like when it makes noises.
How do you think you would fare
On a boat, I would.
with me at the helm?
Okay. If I was on my own in a boat, I would probably break down, cry, and then die. I got turned around. But with someone who at least knows what the basics of how to do something with the boat, I think I'd do fine. In the corner.
Granted, I did almost kill everybody once.
You know how, I think you just took away your chances of ever. I got a crazy 8, dude.
Well, the engine kind of stalled, so,
Dude, I have crazy 8.
it wasn't my fault.
Dude, I took a shortcut, but I think it was actually a, yeah, dude, that was the greatest shortcut I think you could take. I skipped a good chunk of the track.
Yep, I've done that many times.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought it would be some weird, like, oh, you can't go there, invisible barrier.
Anyways, yeah, the engine stalled, so that was a problem.
That's fun.
So anyways, what happens is, we are in the middle of the storm, and then we head home. We make it home. It stops raining. We hook everything up. Evening by then. And, you have to park the boat a certain way.
Yeah.
And you have to tie it up. Because, you don't want it going loose.
It's a boat. You want that.
It's your boat. You want it to leave you.
You don't want to lose your boat.
Anyways, once we tie it up, we go out for the next day. The next day, we head into an area to try and find this burger boat. There's a boat that's burger.
Yeah.
That goes around certain beaches. So we go to the beach. It's not there. We go to the next one. But as we're passing through, I noticed something.
What you
So we're
know?
going through this little area. It's like a seaside town. So you're like, so where the boats are passing through, like me and the other boat, there were a bunch of houses, like, normal.
Yeah.
And their balconies and their porches with, like, the, water.
Yeah.
So you could just watch the boats going through.
That sounds very peaceful and nice. I would really enjoy that.
Now, what I notice is, a lot of the houses are heavily damaged and very destroyed.
Huh.
Now that confused me at first. Until I realized. I asked, the owner of the boat, hey, what happened here? And then, before he can even give me his answer, I already know why it's like that.
What happened?
Hurricane.
Oh. What year
So
was this?
I was actually able to see hurricane damage.
What year was this?
Oh crap, we're losing.
Yeah, we are. We're only losing by 2 points.
I don't remember. It was 2019 or 2018.
I don't remember. Let's do Baby Park.
What? We still have SNES Rainbow.
Oh yeah, there is SNES Rainbow Road. I always forget about SNES Rainbow Road.
Anyways, it was kind of crazy damage.
Yeah.
That was surreal. Oh, and the owner of the boat also owned a Porsche.
Oh, nice.
So we go to 7-Eleven in this guy's Porsche. So we're driving normally. And, it's fine. I'm just kind of driving.
It's fun.
And then,
Of course.
it's a Porsche. So it goes fast.
I've never been in a Porsche.
This motherfucker he goes out of nowhere, accelerates to the max, and it goes so fast. Like it literally took all the wind out of me.
I've never been in a car that's like that type of fast or anything.
Dude, they are absurd.
Like my neighbor Daniel, like he's in that time of your life where you just buy random shit. Just, oh look, a sports car, why not?
Hey, why not?
So he bought an orange like sportsy car. And when he was passing by, it was late, and me and Luca were just standing around by his mailbox, and then he went. So he pulled out his phone and started filming the car for 2 seconds clip, and went. Vroom. And now we're gonna upload that to he's gonna upload that to the idiots. We quote that sound so often. It's not even by itself funny. It's just the experience is funny.
I remember at COA, or crap, I just said it.
Doesn't
Who
matter.
gives a shit?
Ow.
Anyways, at COA,
We said it in the
what
first podcast.
happened? It was before you came. What happened is, like, there were police passing by, and some of them stopped at the building.
Yeah.
So my buddy, he's standing there and we're watching the police. Because there was something going on at one point where a police helicopter had to land in the, like, out front of the... At some point something had happened or something.
Yeah.
But a police helicopter landed outside of, like, in one of the schoolyards.
Yeah.
But basically, my buddy, he goes, "Oh shit, the fuzz!" And immediately mashes his arm into a desk and goes, "Everybody run!"
We're winning again, by the way.
What shit. Do you have any stories from your old...
No, my old school was like, it was just fun, I guess you can say. Yeah, any courses you want to do? There's like, I want to do
Neo Bowser City.
Alright, then we can do Baby Bow.
That's my favorite Mario Kart course of all.
What thing is it in?
I don't remember.
I can't find it. There it is.
It's to one of the last...
It's in Bale.
Aw.
What? Alright, so I say when we finish like this, like when we see who wins overall, I say we end the Koopacast.
Yeah.
Cause it's getting late and I want to go to sleep.
Doing your mom. Gonna doing your mom.
Can you explain to me how Lakitu could be there but also racing?
He can't be.
I mean,
The one that's racing has a red shell. That one green shell.
yeah, still, I just find it like, why did they add
Doing
Lakitu?
your mom. Gonna doing your mom.
The thing with Mario Kart is it's a good game, right? But we just need a Mario. We need a new Mario Kart. It's been how many years?
Doing your mom. Gonna doing your mom.
Has it been 8 years? I think so. You remember the first Koopacast?
I do. That was horrible.
Didn't we go off Reddit?
Yeah, one of the only good things about that was Tom.
Yeah. We did talk about... This might be my favorite Koopacast.
This is definitely the best Koopacast we've...
By the way, I don't know, because this is destroying my computer storage. So that's why the episode has to end.
But anyways, we have to upload part 1 and 2.
So I might just start the upload. Like, I'm going to upload the first one and be staying up or talking to you. And then I'm just going to start the second one and then just let it go.
So anyways, this has been one hell of a Koopacast.
Yes, it has.
So I think the rest of the Koopacast will be like this, where we just play something in the background.
Yeah, it's just good.
Because us doing this has actually generated more stories. Additional podcasts.
Also, I am starting a podcast on October 16th called the Pee Pee Poo Poo Podcast.
Tell them the reason why. That date specifically.
From when the initial, idea came up, it was 69 days away. When I first came up with the idea, when I first came up with the idea, October 16th would have been 69 days away. So that's the only reason it's coming out then. And there was gonna be news on the 15th about it. I was gonna drop some news, but I didn't.
Doing your mom.
I don't get are there any playground insults you can think of?
I got called a poop teeth once.
You got called a what?
A poop teeth.
What's a poop tea?
I don't know.
Oh, I want to be called a dickweed.
Oh, that reminds me of dickweed.
Oh god, we keep saying things and the stories keep coming up. Dude, look! Braden!
What?
Braden, the top 6 were blue and the bottom 6 were red.
Oh!
Did you not see this? I got a picture of it. It was glorious.
Dude, we should reread dickweed.
We should. Let's do it. Let's do it on the next Koopacast.
Let's reread it now.
I want to.
Off stream.
Oh god. When off communication. Okay, that's gonna do it.
Alrighty, everybody.
That's gonna do it for this Koopacast. That's 2 hours.
Have a good tomorrow.
2 hours and 20 minutes. Alright, we're gonna see you eventually. Bye.
Alright, sayonara, you stupid fucks.
Sayonara, stupid fucks.